Who, do you have editors when you self-publish? Is it a friend? Is it your mom? Is it somebody who's really into reading, and you just say, "Hey, look this over for me"? Is that how you do it?
That's right. It's usually whoever you can find. I know when I got published in high school, it was a big book that we did as a group, and and fortunately I had a teacher to do that. I find these days now I'm kind of like slipping a friend $20, like, man, just 10 poems, man, please, I promise, just 10, So it usually goes that way.
Okay. And you? And what do you? Who reads you?
Actually, I do it myself. I actually sit down, I read the book maybe twice, maybe 3 times, and sometimes I'll read it out loud. If I have friends or if I have family coming by, I'll just read it to them, and then that's when I capture my mistakes. And then when I feel like the book is perfect, then I send it out there.
He said read it aloud, and that reminds me, in the case of a poet, do you actually go out and recite?
Oh, yes, definitely. You might see me at the New Eurekan Poets Cafe, popping my head in from time. I've actually produced plays there, and I'm trying to do my poetry there. And I'm always promoting my books, there. I think that, what people don't realize is that when you self-publish, you have all the creative freedom. But the downfall is that you have to put in your own man hours, It
takes a lot of discipline.
That's right, discipline in it. Sometimes it can become an obsession, like, oh man, like you wake up in the morning, you got all this stress, and you're going to class or you're going to work, and you're like, man, when I get off, I could go to sleep, or I could probably sell 10 books on 125th Street, or, so it becomes like a chore almost. Which some people aren't ready for. That's why I wouldn't recommend self-publishing to everyone. But I would ask, people to try it. If you're going to go publish, at least self-publish first for yourself and see how it is, so you can appreciate what goes into it. And then go into publishing and allow them to do, whatever it is.
Well, when I talk about self-discipline, in terms of deadlines, I mean, if you're doing it on your own, you can always give yourself a break. Right. But if you have an editor breathing down your neck, then and you have a deadline to meet next week, the pressure is on. So that's why you end up slacking off a little bit, no?
Yes, that's true. And I could definitely agree. Sometimes I get up at 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'll stay up all till like 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'll probably end up getting 3 hours sleep, 2 hours sleep, just to promote my book, and to just come up with more ideas to write more books. So it can get pretty tiring. I mean, for me, I love it. It's a passion. I love to get up in the morning. I love to call people and say, hey, are you interested? And if they are, I love to go to the Bronx. I love to go anywhere just to meet up with my fans, shake their hands, give them an autograph for free, take pictures with them, put them up on my website. Because if anything, you have to always remember that a book could be good, a book could be bad, but you have to always remember that it's always the fans that make you.
Is there like a society of self-published authors? Do you guys talk to each other? I understand that there's this camaraderie among self-published authors. You guys get together and you advise each other. Is that happening?
Yeah, sometimes. I know through Lulu.com, which I mentioned that I put my books in binding, is that other people who are members of Lulu.com can actually message each other and ask questions, and I get questions all the time. People have noticed that I've been a member since like 2004, 2005, and they'll ask me about self-publishing, or ask me to read some of their work, and and it kind of becomes a community. I think when you self-publish, it sort of humbles you, because like, man, this is tough. So if you can reach your hand out and help the other guy, I think a lot of authors. I think when we saw each other today, we just shook hands like, oh yeah, we know what it is.
Same fraternity, you didn't even know.
That's right. Yes, I don't even need to know.
Okay. So what about the websites? Where can people find out more about you?
Well, you can find out more about me and my books, and also my theater company that I own through my theater company's website, which is www.truthwriter.net.
Truthwriter.net.
Yes.
Okay. And you?
I have 2 websites. One of them is www.myspace.com/shinbooks. Basically,
Shinbooks, spell that for me.
SHINBOOKS.
Okay.
Over there you'll see everything that I'm doing. I talk about future projects. Right there you can also buy my book through PayPal. I have you can see my fans. If you take a look at my pictures, you'll see like the equipment that I work with, fans that I've met, famous people that I've met. And then my other website is www.freewebs.com/shinkrod, which is SHINKROD. KROD. There is I would say it's my personal website. It talks about my purpose of writing, talks about all the books that I publish, it gives a calendar event of what's going on. And over there too, you can also purchase my book Foreplay and future books that I'm going to be writing coming up.
Lawrence, we have less than a minute. What advice do you give people out there who want to publish their own book?
I would say definitely, before you go into self-publishing or publishing at all, you should definitely look at your own work and decide whether you want the public to view it. For writers here at Lehman, I've actually started a club called the Writers Circle, and they can look up. They can go to student services and find out about that. And we help writers who want to start.
We're very happy that you were on the program with us. We wish you good luck, and we're going to keep tracking your books through your websites.
Great.
So
Thank
we'll
you.
be in touch.
Thank you.
We'll be back very soon with another roundtable, reporters roundtable. The students who write the reporters.